do that for quite a while, and I think the morning skates are becoming a thing of the past, as they should, because it's such a stupid ritual, wasting energy in the morning, but it's part of the routine of the hockey players and all that. I get it. There were a few players who were on the ice for Carolina, but they were the scratches, D'Angelo and Brendan Lemieux, and Kochetkov was out there, the goaltender, the starting goaltender.
Poyarvi and Drury getting after it. We'll see if that continues.
Puck is dropped in the neutral zone. Face-off won by Carolina. Banked through center by Pesci for Nason. He will wedge it in. Erik Karlsson bracing for some contact from Drury. Guides the puck around to the far side. Poyarvi throws a check. Took his man down. Takes the puck away neatly. But he slips to the center, and it's going to be scooped up by Drury. Drury tucks it back to his defense. Canes reshuffle the deck. And Pesci trying to advance it. It's an icing call. And Coach Kiniemi disagrees. I'm going to talk about it with the linesman. So a face-off now in the Hurricane zone. Haven't been many of those in the second period. 153 to go in the middle frame. It's a 1-1 score.
Ready for some birthdays?
Oh, from way downtown, way downstairs. Go ahead.
Andrei Svechnikov, 24. Brady Shea, 30. Frank Corrado, 31. Connor Murphy, 31. Jimmy Howard, 40. Michael Pekka, 50. Trevor Kidd, 52. Luke Richardson, 55.
Hold that clock, Porky. It's the Rusty Razor who rips it in off the face-off. And with 1:51 to go in the second period, the Penguins are back on top. Brian Rust also staying hot.
Well, the Canes are losing their mind. They're not happy about something. It might have been the puck drop. They're screaming at the linesman here, Mearsy.
On that icing.
Yeah, that's what it was, on the icing. And you're right, Brian Rust now has a point in 14 of his last 20 games. Ring it up, that's 12 goals and 18 points. And the Penguins have their lead back. It's now 2-1.
Gensel looking for Aho, lobs it down low. Now to Jake, he's checked by Pedersen. And then the puck was taken away by Crosby, and he whips it down to Pyotr Kochetkov. Brian Rust, his fifth goal in the last 7 games. 90 seconds to go in the second period. Carolina will be guilty of icing once again. Coach Kiniemi on that icing call, he protested right away. I don't think we're going to see a replay of that as to why it was whistled down for icing, but that's what the Hurricanes were hot about. And how about the Penguins capitalizing with an offensive zone face-off win?
I apologize. I don't have a monitor down here to the luxury of taking a glance, and time's blocked out there. But once again, Kochetkov was down early, and Rusty went up over the shoulder to give the Penguins their lead.
23rd goal of the season for Brian Rust. Minute 19 to go in the period. Canes break it out through center ice to a cross ice to Jarvis. Jarvis has it go off his stick. He regathers, funnels it in behind. Graves is checked down, but it's supported by Letang. Letang gets it through Gensel. And a pass to Rust, who's going to swirl around his own net, shovel it around the glass for Drew O'Connor. O'Connor outside the blue line. Taps it back to Graves. Graves scoops it ahead, but it's intercepted by Burns to Gensel. Gensel going to his left. There's a blast. And that's partially blocked from Slavin. Crosby lobs it ahead for Rust. Rust with 45 to go in the second period. Weaves his way up to the red. Gets it deep enough. Chatfield retrieves for Carolina. Hard pass to center is tipped away by Riley Smith. Now it's going to be backhanded in by Slavin and onto the stick of Marcus Pedersen. Riley Smith goes skate to stick, center circle, has to boost it in, busts his way in down the left wing side. Challenged by Slavin, takes a couple of whacks, boosted in all the way to the outside. On the forehand, drives it in. 20 seconds to go in the second period. Puck was loose for a second in the near circle of the Canes zone, but now it's Kuznetsov. Gliding through center. Karlsson defeat, fended off well by Erik Karlsson, whose puck is handled by Pedersen, wrapped around. Jalen Chatfield will pinch. Now it's back to Svechnikov. His shot blocked, fluttering puck over to the corner. Nate has 1 second to go in the period. Nate just gets sealed off and played hard by Marcus Pedersen. And Pedersen with a little jab with the stick for Natchez, who returns the favor. Some feistiness at the end of period number 2. And a Pittsburgh tally with 1:51 on the clock from the red-hot Brian Rust. 5 goals in the last 7 games. And the Penguins have a 2-1 lead. Borky, you got to wonder if Brian Rust was healthy this year. He's had these injuries. He's probably not even close to 100% as we speak. This could be a 30-goal season, if not more, for the Rusty Razor.
No, he's figuring it out. He really has figured it out. And we've talked about how many situations Mike Sullivan has put him in. And now with no Jake Gensel riding side saddle with Sidney Crosby, nothing against Drew O'Connor, but he doesn't have quite the skill set of a Jake Kensel, obviously, or a Brian Russ, and Rusty has floated the boat there a little bit for Sid. For a guy that can finish, a guy that figures it out, seems like keeps getting better and better as he moves along in his NHL career.
Crosby got the lone assist on that face-off win, so he is 8 assists away from 1,000. And the Penguins have a 2-1 lead after 40 minutes of play. Ryan Metzer standing by with your second intermission report right after this break on the Penguins Radio Network, presented by S&T Bank.
Black and gold are the colors that not only honor our city, but our sports. Together, we're proud sponsors of